No, nobody there. Nobody there.
Thought I saw a guy. Valk ulti.
Yeah. Looking. Slow here, Vibes. There could be a team here.
Yeah, I'm playing with you. High ground.
Yeah.
That
Taking
was
high
a
ground
package, I
angles.
think. That was a package.
Top is clear. We have God spot.
Okay. I'm just scared we're gonna have a Valk ulti on here.
We're just gonna pressure teams who come in from here. That's it.
Maybe you guys hold it. Maybe we swap. Maybe I hold here and you guys hold 2 behind.
Okay.
Yeah. Because there'll be less pressure up front. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's better. Dropping thermites. 2 thermites here.
Want to clear our backs. That's all.
Well, Lions feel very confident, Dan. Understandably so as well. You can see where that zone is pulled. It's pulled a little bit away from that respawn building, down towards where Alliance are holding this choke, kind of overlooking all of the carnage that might be going down inside of Harvester. So if they can hold this position and make sure they ward off any teams, and most importantly, make sure their back is clear, which is what Yuki was trying to communicate, and they should be in a really good spot here.
Yeah, really good discipline as well from them, not pushing when they initially thought there was an engagement, just playing it slow, recognizing that if the fight did stop, they would leave themselves a little bit vulnerable if they had have pushed it. So instead, they said, look, we've got Godspot at the moment. Let's just wait. Let's be patient. And now they'll be rewarded for it, as round 3 closing means we'll get a little bit more information as to where this next circle is going to go shortly. But it was Kick Esports who did Valkyrie in, and they seem to have taken control of the train tracks for now. So they've done enough just to be able to hold out some teams here and at least be on the edge. But 19 squads remaining with round 3 closing. Eventually, some of these squads are going to have to come toe-to-toe, and it might happen in around 30 seconds as Kick get the first knock on the Secret France.
Yeah, really good angles being taken here as well by Oxaco, who manages to get that knock with the combination shots coming in from his teammate as well. And now you can see the last 2 members just trying to scarper away and escape as 42 Flesh as unfortunately, it won't be the knock for them, but it allows them to creep up into zone, and that's the most vital thing. The issue for them is Mr. Hackis, who's up on top of this hill with a scout in his hand, a 3x on top of it, and he's just pinning them in this corner.
The amount of space that Alliance have been able to take here as well, they're really shoving their elbows out, not allowing anyone else to get anywhere close to them at the moment. And that's so impressive when we've got 17 squads now. So 19 gone down to 17,
that's so
2
cool.
Eliminated as that circle closed. But Kick Esports, that circle moving for them is going to be a difficult transition because Alliance can really hold them out.
That zone pull, again, violent down to the south, and it looks like it might be ending around the fences compound that I mentioned, maybe down on that low ground. But for all of the teams that are up inside of Harvester at the moment, the ants in the anthill, well, there's only one way out, and it's going to be difficult for everyone to make it out alive. So if I'm inside of there and I've got a chance to rotate, you've got to take it as early as possible, because the later that you leave it, the more likely you are to run into some problems, and there's already problems in the kill feed. New esports are involved. Kick picking up yet another knock as well onto Lerabinu from Le Cide, France. And this is starting to pick up the action now. As you can see, Hyaka's down to 1 HP, but should be able to get that battery off pretty comfortably.
Yeah, only one team in that next circle at the moment in the fences area just by the rock. But Kick Esports starting to shred, starting to really assert their dominance on the outside of this building area, and just assuring that they are going to make things difficult for those teams who are now looking to push out. There's only 30 seconds till this zone moves, so it's not much time to make a decision. Valkyrie ults, I'm sure, will start to come in sooner rather than later, and that means there's going to be certain teams who are going to be dropped on. There's going to be 50-50s here or there. This kill feed is going to light up in about 30 seconds.
Well, for Alliance, I kind of feel bad for them, because 2 minutes ago we were talking about Godspot. They were talking about it themselves. We heard it from the comms. Well, that is completely and utterly changed now. They're going to have to make a really tough decision and fight their way through numerous teams. GMT Esports are one of the teams who are inside of Harvester for now, but only trying to create a little bit of space by getting those barrels down. And now for the IGL here, Nasky, he's going to have to work out what the next step is for them. Plan A, B, and C, all being calculated inside of his head.
Yeah, sometimes these are not the fun situations to be as an IGL, because you've got to make a decision, and that decision can very easily be the wrong one. And whilst Alliance may not have Godspot to win the game, they certainly have a spot where they can survive and do damage, as GMT are in a really tough situation.
They are. They've got the zone closing behind them as well, but look at the kill feed. Gambit are there again. Nasky's going to take quite a bit of damage, should be able to just about sneak into zone. Won't be able to take that portal, and he might be taken out by the defensive bombardment. GMT Esports, it's only Sadell on his own, but look at the damage that he's managing to do. He's forced the bubble inside of the zone as well. Will he pick up the KP? It doesn't look like he will, as Kick pick up more themselves.
Kick pick up more. GMT go down. Zeta also lost players. So a few teams well, a lot of teams just fell. 10 teams approximately just went down in that previous circle. Na'Vi really amongst the action right now as well, but it's still both Kick and Na'Vi picking up kills here, doing the damage, just getting rid of all these Valkyrie teams who are joining the circle a little bit too late.
Look at this though, Alliance in the feed, and they're taking out Kick at the moment. I think that's the bubble fight that's going down in front of you. As you can see, there's a portal going down as well, but Gambit just overlooking everything from the tracks at the moment. The Rampage hitting pretty hard as well as Leogri hits those shots. Fenerbahce Esports making their way across the top of these tracks as they're involved in a big fight as well. They'll take down some of the members here of Invictus Gaming. Pinky Finky manages to get the knock and will get back to his teammates as well.
That might be the end of Invictus if they can't manage to clutch up, and a 1v3 finds a little bit of success. But no, that's going to be the full wipe. Invictus, the 7th team to be eliminated, or the team eliminated in 7th, should I say. So we're down to just 6, but 2 of those teams are Gambit and Alliance, our top 2 in the leaderboards right now.
Na'Vi as well in a very strong position too, playing under this big root of the tree, if you like. Just trying to get some angles. And a good bit of survivability coming in from Strafey as well, who has been arguably a pop-off player of that last game that we saw. Arguments will be had, of course, by maybe some of the Kick fans saying that 1v1 at the end was the biggest moment, or the 1v2, I should say. Fenerbahce Esports somehow have managed to stabilize here, and now will also be able to take to the skies with this skyward dive, landing on out of bounds, just waiting a few seconds to see if anyone's going to fight and if they can drop into third party.
They're dropping into complete madness here, but are going to be able to do the damage. Odin thought they were sitting pretty here with the best spot in the game, but they are very much ambushed by Fenerbahce Esports. That's the perfect Valkyrie ultimate. It's really worked out for them. They've got kills. They should be able to get back up to a full 3.
That is the elbow drop off the top rope, if ever I've seen it. Gambit now moving into position. They're the team who are trying to clean up these pieces onto Fenerbahce. As you can see, Draconian manages to pick one up, and Gambit want to get involved here. They want to get this fight done and dusted, but they have to be careful of the zone because that thing is going to chunk. But they get the clean wipe, and they all stay on their feet as well.
Well, there we go. Na'Vi are able to get some kills as well. So Gambit and Na'Vi still alive and healthy at the moment. 3 squads remaining. Gambit overlooking everything, and Strafey falls. Na'Vi are getting shredded, and now the third party's also there. Gambit sitting pretty right now.
Leogri and that Rampage looking very, very good. It's a Sunday night here, though, not a Friday. As Alliance are the team who have managed to fight their way through as well. What a rotation it's been from Alliance, and now for Na'Vi, they are the target of everybody's reticle. Hack is trying to move up to confirm these kills. A missile swarm will come in as well. I bet he wishes more than anything he had just 1 grenade to work with. But for now, Alliance have to be happy with their position.
Gambit in first place, Alliance in second place. 2 points between these squads at the moment, and they're both alive in the final 3. Na'Vi, the outlier, they're down in the bottom 10, but they could use a big game, but they're certainly stuck between 2 teams, and this is going to be a real struggle. There's the attempt to the kidnap. Didn't really work out. Gambit backing off.
Gotta be careful now as Alliance smell blood in the water. With Hardeki taking that damage down, he's going to have to heal. The bubble now be forced by Na'Vi, who have somehow managed to stabilize as well, and this is what the standoff situations can do. Alliance knew if they went all in on that fight and tried to convert them into kills, then they might have been left open to that third party coming in. Alliance now taking damage. If you look across the HP of all of the teams, then it's Alliance who have the most. All of them with the red Evo shields. The bubble down for them early, though.
You have to look at what natural cover you have. Alliance, they're really struggling. They're running out of it. They've only got the fence to the right, a rock to the left. Gambit have the most natural cover right now, and they're closest to where this final circle goes. If they can wait, if they can delay, maybe they can force the other 2 teams to fight.
And with the bubble being gone for Alliance as well, it means that defensive bombardment is going to do a lot of damage. Hardeki with the L-Star takes down Nesh as well. The bubble late here from Gambit. All they have to do is just hold on to their horses, play as patiently as possible, because Na'Vi are now down to 1 as Hackett picks up the knock onto Strafey.
Potentially just a battle for second place between Alliance and Na'Vi. So Alliance desperate to pick up those KP, but they're well aware of where Gambit currently reside. And Gambit shieldless in certain parts. Haven't been able to get a swap, haven't been able to get any bats. Leogri very low, and Alliance might be able to take advantage of that. They've got a bubble up as well. They can reset
that's
here.
Big from Alliance, though. They've managed to get that final knock onto the Na'Vi player, and now Gambit are going to move in, but Artico will go down, and now they only have 2 standing. Good shots coming in from Hardeki, though, with the Eva 8. He'll get the knock as well, but surely this has just opened the door for Alliance to walk in. No! Decky! Oh, I call him the Clutch Master as Gambit once again show what they're made of.
I just love watching Hardeki do Hardeki things time and time again. It looked like maybe it was going to just be able to pop off at the right time for Alliance. They timed it correctly, but Gambit was just patient enough. I mean, that was so ridiculous, it blew the mask off my face. I can't believe it. It shouldn't have happened, but plays around the knockdown shields perfectly. And that's also why it's quite nice to have an L-Star in your back pocket.
Ridiculous. Gambit Esports, what a day you're having. And Hardeki once again reminding everybody at home, if you weren't a fan of his, well, you should be now. They are top of the leaderboards, and they will be even further in front after that performance. 9 kills, 12 points for placements, 21 overall, but what a final fight that was between Gambit Alliance and Na'Vi. Each of them playing it to the T. Unfortunately for Na'Vi, they couldn't quite get the damage done. They couldn't force Alliance into Gambit or vice versa. But that was about as good as an Apex Legends end zone gets.
I mean, 3 Titans, really, wasn't it? Just 3 teams that you would love to watch time and time again in any end zone. You could analyze their performance for the rest of the night when you